I think creative financing and creative deal structuring is going to be really, really critical for all of us in this new normal.
And like I said, I mean, I'm in the middle of, I think, 36 deals right now in some stage of either ownership, buying, or selling. And everything has a different element to it. So when I'm talking to somebody, I look at, if you have the will and you really want to buy the house and I want to sell the house, now all we have to work out is some sort of way that it makes sense for me and makes sense for you.
Right.
And it's not necessarily just you writing a big check, especially with right now, because even people that have a lot of money, they want to hang on to some of the money. They don't want to let it all go because we all have the fear of the unknown. Like, what if things are going to dry up in the next couple months or something, which I don't feel they will, but people have that fear. So like, I have a deal going right now that we had bought, and a gentleman owned it inside of his self-directed IRA. Well, he'd went through a divorce, kind of given up on life, and just didn't pay the real estate taxes on it. And it had a real big tax bill on it, about $22,500, $23,000 in a tax bill. And it was getting ready to go into tax foreclosure, which clearly with the COVID thing, it shut that down, no tax foreclosure. And I had used AI and I built a custom Facebook list off of Realeflow. And we did some Facebook marketing, and it brought a wholesaler on. The wholesaler
actually. Just interrupt you. Let me interrupt you real quick, just so everyone knows what he's saying, because his questions are going to come through instantly. I know it. So just let me clarify what he just said. So he uses the AI list, and then he exports it out of Realeflow as a Facebook custom audience. He uploads it into Facebook, and we match about 75% on average of we just have the addresses and the owner name, and we can match that to their actual profile. And now, Rob, you're serving up ads in their news feed. Is that
And there's
correct?
training on that within the training.
Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, there's specific training on how to do that, because I'm terrible at technology, so I need a step-by-step guide. So it's there.
And listen, I know how to tell time, but I can't tell you how my watch works. So I'm just going to tell you this, that go.
Yeah, sorry, one more thing real quick on the training, because I don't want to, I just know these are coming through. So the training is completely free. You can get a free account at Realeflow, realeflow.com, and all the trainings are opened up. We did that for you guys for COVID, with everyone staying at home and get some education. So that's all open and unlocked for everyone. Go ahead, Rob, sorry.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to go watch some of it then. So I got the calls in and ended up getting this call, and we ended up taking the house over, and we actually closed on it, took it out of the IRA and put it into one of our holding companies. And that was one that I lightly put out there on Facebook Marketplace. I built my buyers list by probably 200 people off of that ad. It was so simple. I just said, hey, look, I have this house. It's a 3-unit, non-performing. You cannot get inside of this house. This house is going to be, I took the pictures personally. I talked to the people personally. They want to stay, but they're not paying right now. I'm not bothering them during the lockdown. And you can't go in because I'm not going to disturb them on this. However, these are the legit pictures. It's in a redevelopment area of Cleveland, and I want $19,900 for it. Well, my phone blows up. So, well, I should say my Facebook Marketplace blows up. I say, go ahead and text me. Then I get on calls with some of the people. So here was how I positioned this. I said, look, I want $19,900 for this house. There's $23,000 in back taxes on it that you have to take, but you can work out a payment plan with the county over 24 months on those. So that's all on you. You cannot go in, but these are the pictures I took. The thing should be bringing in $1,700 a month. You're more than welcome to use my attorney if you'd like to do the eviction, or use my lease agreements to get them on track once it opens back up, but that's not an option. If you want to walk through and you want to untrack, it's $99,000. I'll stick it on the MLS. Now the $20,000, I want you to write me a check for it. And the individual that bought it said, well, I'd like to not spend that money because I'm going to have to clean it up and do this and that. And I said, do you have $5,000 that you can put down on it? She goes, yeah, I can do $5,000. That's fine. I want a premium because I'm going to carry you. $5,000 down, $20,000 mortgage. I don't need any payments on it. I want it to balloon out in 12 months. In 12 months, it balloons out. So work on your payment plan, work on getting your tenants paying. In 12 months, I know I have $20,000 coming to me on this. I get my $5,000 now. So I'm already $5,000 ahead. So now my 20 grand, I go, I know things happen. I know you get nervous. What if you can't refinance? What if you can't get the money? What if you can't sell it? Whatever. So up to a 5-year period, every 6 months, you can extend that and still owe me the 20 grand, but you can extend it for a $1,500 extension fee. So after 12 months, if you don't want to give me 20 grand, no problem. Give me 1,500 bucks, leave the 20 grand on there and just keep working it. So they're very comfortable, and they're taking over a 3 unit that should be making $1,700 a month. They're going to work out a tax payment plan. I'm in first position on there. I'm going to be listed on the hazard insurance on there. And they're doing a full closing, be listed on title insurance on there with my note and mortgage. And I have 20,000 bucks sitting in the bank right there, giving me $3,000 a year as interest if they don't pay me off. If they do pay me off, great. If they don't, that's okay too. I'm happy either way. But it was a win-win situation for everybody to do that because they're in with very little bit of money. I'm making plenty of money on the deal. The tenants aren't under a bunch of pressure to let a bunch of people through right now, and it should go well for everyone.
That's awesome. How did you structure that deal from a legal point of view? Did you do it yourself? Did you have an attorney? Who did you work with to structure that?
I did it myself. I mean, I just wrote a purchase agreement. I said it's $5,000 to $20,000. I wrote all the terms down in there. We're actually going to closing probably on Monday or Tuesday on that. Actually, right before the webinar, she just texted. I've talked to the title company today, and title works back. Everything's good on it. I'll draft my own note and mortgage on that just because I've done so many of them and I have them on my computer and I can plug and play it. However, you can get an attorney to do it for probably a couple $100. I mean, it's very simple. And all I do is because my buyer is actually out of town with an in-town partner. So what I'm doing is I'll just take that note and mortgage and everything, and I'll just email to the title company and have them put that in the closing package with the remote closer. They'll get it all signed and notarized for me, send it back, record the mortgage, give me a lender's policy on the title insurance so I'm covered in there, and then I'll just put the note in my file and good to go.
That's really cool. I think that those kinds of deals and those kinds of structures, they're just going to grow more and more as time moves out and as institutional lending gets a little weird. So that's got to be a tool in your tool belt for sure.